Hello. So, this is the first episode of whatever podcast or whatever this is. It's just going to be me talking. I think that's called a podcast, but yeah. Um, so let's get right into it. Um, my first ever love, first time I ever fell in love was I think it was in when I was about 4 years old, and there was this girl, and I'm not going to say her name, but we'll make up a name. Her name was Jamie, and this girl, Jamie, she was she looked a lot like me, and the thing I was attracted to at that time was people who looked like me or someone in my family. Like you can picture, like all the girls that I've liked ever have looked like they could be part of my family. Like that's just how my brain works. I'm attracted to people who look like my family. I'm not attracted to my family. My family's very attractive. I'm just not attracted to them. I'm attracted to people who look like them. Ugh. It's kind of weird once I say it out loud. Oh, it sounds really weird. Anyway, so I like this girl. What do we call her? Jamie. And one very I have two memories of her. One is this was I was so happy when this happened. It was like my heart was beating so fast when this happened. Is I came to school the one day. She ran down the stairs, and then she came. Well, her and her friends. She came and they gave me like a hug to say, "Hi, Zidane," and that was it. And then my second memory of her is us watching this because we have. I'm not sure if this is in other countries, but we had a Ronnie bin, which is what we put our paper in. All of our paper, instead of putting it in the normal bin, we put it in the Ronnie bin. And the truck would come, I think, once every 2 weeks, maybe. I'm not really sure. I was very young at this point, but it would come and it was this huge truck that would grab the Ronnie bin, lift it up into like its back part of the, and then it would dump all of the paper, and then it would put it back, and it was the coolest thing. And my very big memory is us sitting together and comparing skin color, how similar our skin color was. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird when I say it aloud, but yeah, we were comparing our skin color because we had very similar skin color. I'm pretty sure hers was darker than mine. Anyway, then I left the school. That was grade. We call it grade naught, and naught, which is grade 0 and grade 00, and then you get to grade R, which is preschool. Now all of this is preschool, and then you get to grade R, and that's like before first grade or grade 1. And so yeah, and then in grade R, I fell in love with this other girl because Jamie wasn't. We weren't. We didn't. I didn't know her anymore. She was still at that school. I went to a new school, which my mom actually taught at. It was a primary school. Did grade R 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So my I fell in love again with this girl. We're gonna name her. I don't know what to name her. Let's name her Blossom. I'm looking at a calendar right now, and there's a flower, and I thought of the name Blossom. Anyway, so Blossom was this Indian girl, actually. She was. a very big memory I have of her in grade R. I mean, yeah, was me stroking her hair, like playing with her hair, like just play with her hair, making it neat, and yeah, it was cute. And then another memory is when, so in preschool we would have this time, we would have nap time, and one day I was lying next to her, and I was just staring at the back of her head, and then she turned around and she looked at me, and then I closed my eyes and napped. Yeah. Also, I used to like play with her. There would be like this game where all the boys would chase all the girls, and so I would always chase her. Like who, no matter who was playing or when we were playing, I would always be chasing her. If she wasn't there, I would not chase anyone. Yeah. Then, grade 1, I still like her. I'm still in love with this girl. Um, and Jamie comes back to. She is now in our school, in the school that I came for grade 1, and now I'm in love with two girls at once. But you see, I stopped loving Jamie because I didn't like her anymore because she kind of stole my best friend. Like, my best friend, we'll call him Jaden. I'm just thinking of random names. I should have made a list or something. Like, I literally just, to record this, I just sat down and pressed the record button. Anyway, so, yeah, she stole my best friend. And I got mad at her, and I've not forgiven her to this day. Actually, no, I have forgiven her because that I would have been very. He's not as nice anymore, Jaden. He's not the nicest friend. And yeah, so I'm still in love with this Blossom girl, and I have no memories of her in grade 1. Now comes grade 2. Still like the same girl. Still like Blossom. Yeah, grade 1 and 2 can't really remember much of, and then yeah, I can't remember much of grade 1 and 2. Then grade 3 comes, and I stopped simping for Blossom. Like, temporarily. She'll come back later in the story. Yeah, so I liked this other girl. We'll call her. I'm trying to think of a name now. Call her Alex, after Minecraft Alex. Yeah, I was a very big simp for her. She was very smart. She was also very pretty. She looked like she could have been in my family. Again. Yeah. And I have I have quite a few fond memories. Yeah. And so this part, I'm so confused. Okay, so she used to like carrots, right? And I love carrots. Like, I love eating carrots. Like, if you go to my school, if you were to go to my school and you were to, well, I'm homeschooled now, but if you were to see my lunch every day, it would just be carrots. So yeah, we used to have these cute little fights and arguments over who liked carrots more. And I won. I love carrots way more than she does. Yeah, but if there was one thing at the time that I liked more than carrots, it was her. Yeah, that was, yeah. That year, I always used to show off to her with my intelligence, Like, I worked extra hard in math, and I got into this maths competition. Um, it was called the Mental Maths Challenge, I think. So you were only allowed to do the maths in your head. So I got really good at this maths, and then I would always like show off to her, like to try and impress her, to show that I am the alpha male, to assert my dominance. Yeah, and that was pretty cute. I I ended up missing a trip to the museum because I was at a maths competition. Yeah. Okay, that was grade three. Grade three. I was in 2015, I think. 2015. Okay, grade four. Blossom's back. The yeah, she's in my class again. Uh, man, I simmed so hard. And oh shoot, I just bumped my mic over there. Yeah, I used to, now I had from grade three this new talent of maths. So I basic, I showed it off again, and yeah, it's nothing extraordinary happened in grade four. It was just happens to be that I'm simping for the same girl that I did when I was like 7 years old. Yeah, grade four over. Let's go to grade five. Now, grade five, Blossom's gone. And now I like this new girl. Very short, very nice. Her name is fake name. I'm trying to think of a name, man. I'm very bad with names. Let's call her Zoe. Oh, why did I choose that name? I have a friend whose name is Zoe. Zoe, it's not you. So this girl Zoe, she was a very quiet girl, and she was one of those girls where it looked like she was always just sitting and judging you. Oh man, I thought she was judging me so much. Funny story, I actually stopped. I couldn't walk barefoot in PE when we needed to walk barefoot. I couldn't because I was so embarrassed of her seeing my feet, because I have big feet. And so I told this teacher a lie that I had cold feet or some sort of disease or something, and I couldn't take my socks off. And I ruined so many pairs of socks because I was too scared to take off my socks and show my feet. Yeah, that year really ruined my self-esteem. Yeah, turns out she doesn't like boys. She's a lesbian. That explains a lot. Why she didn't like me. I'm very likable. I've been told by many people that I am very likable. I hope they weren't lying to make me feel good. Okay, anyway, grade five's over. Grade six. Grade six, I liked. Okay, so Blossom's gotten out of the story now. She did introduce me to BTS. Okay, that's giving away her identity now, but yeah, she's a yeah. So what grade am I on? Grade six. So this would have been what year? I'm a very young boy. I'm very small. So grade six would have been 2018. Oh, that was one of the best years of my life. I'm telling you. Grade six and grade seven. 2018 and 2019 were the best years of my life. So we'll call this girl Cherry, like a cherry tree, like that fruit. Um, so Cherry was this very fun girl. Like, she was very fun to be around. She had one of those very nice personalities. Um, and I really, really liked her from the day I entered that grade, and I saw her. When at the moment I laid eyes, I was just in love, man. And her personality was just amazing. She wore these very cute glasses, yeah, and she was a little bit aggressive, and yeah. So yeah, um, I just liked her from a distance, but then for like a few months, then came my best friend's birthday, and he invited her, and the whole year just turned upside down. It was so boring at first, but then boom, I actually started speaking to this girl. I greeted her. Then, you see, at this point, I didn't know how to flirt or anything, so I was aggressive and like a bully almost, but it was a playful bully. It was very hurty. If you uh, if if that's the easiest way I can put it. And that birthday party was so fun. Like, I basically just picked on her the entire time, and I knew she liked it because I could see that smile on the face, and I didn't say anything mean. I don't regret anything about that day. It was so fun, and we bonded a lot. But then things changed at school. Oh, things changed. When we got back to school, we started like picking on one another during class and at break and everything. Well, recess is break for those of you who are not from South Africa. Yeah, we used to just pick on each other a lot, and it was so fun actually. Uh, yeah, and yeah, then yeah, that was basically the entire year. That was basically the entire year. It was just us picking on one another, and it went on until grade 7, which is. Oh wait, let me say, she really liked Michael Jackson, right? And we were at the concert, and before we did our thing at the concert, the people before us were doing Michael Jackson. So, and she loved that song. She used to sing it a lot, and yeah. So, I mean, during one of the, like, after I found out that she loved Michael Jackson, I went and I googled the lyrics to that song, and I downloaded the song. I got the lyrics, and I just listened to it over and over and over, reading the lyrics so that I could like say, "Oh, I also like Michael Jackson, and I love this song," and then I could start singing all the words. Yeah, I was big simp. Yeah, so that's that was very good. It was very fun. And then grade 7. Oh, I did not stop showing off, and like we we didn't talk until I went to a chess tournament. Now, she was a sister to one of the people in my chess team, and then he decided to bring her along. Oh my god. And then our relationship changed entirely. We acted so different. We went from like very violent to very affectionate, like not kissing and stuff, but mainly just hugging. Oh, so many hugs. And I actually messed up my chess game. So we would we started so we started, we talk, and then after a while we'd go into the chess room and then we'd play a match. And when we were done with the match, we would come out and wait for the next match. So I would go into this huge hall and I would play my chess match as fast as possible. If I won or I lose, it didn't matter as long as I got to spend time with her. So I got out extra early so that I could go say, hey. And then, yeah, we spent lots of time with each other that day. We went for a walk around the school. It was very romantic. And then we gave each other hugs. We even, like, yeah, it was just very nice. Oh, I was so in love. And then we started, then after, I was a prefect or a monitor or whatever y'all call it. I don't know what y'all call it, but I used to have to go to, okay, so this is at school now. I used to have to go and I used to have to like monitor the corridor for the grade 5s and 4s. And yeah, she would come and visit me at my spot every break, and it was, oh, that was like the highlight of my day. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Well, not yet. I'm not done. Grade 7 was a long year for my love life. So, where am I now? Where am I in the story? Oh, then it was one of the saddest days ever. She got a boyfriend, and it wasn't me. Oh, it was so sad. Man, I remember going home and just sulking and just like sitting in a corner and just, well, lying on my bed and listening to Triple X Tentacion. And yeah, it was so sad. Yeah, and then that's the end of her. I still liked her and stuff. I always just like look for her attention, but she had a boyfriend, and I had to eventually get over her, which I did. Then I liked this other girl. We will name her. We will name her. What do I name her? Oh, I dropped my mic. We will name her. I'm trying to think of a name now. I don't know what to name her, man. Do I use her actual name? No. That will expose her. I'm gonna use. Oh, damn it! I need it. Let me Google a name. Names for girls. There we go. Yeah, let's name her Olivia. That was the first name that popped up. So, Olivia was this short girl, very short, and she was my type. People who look like they would be they could be in my family. That's how I know. That's all I know how to describe them. By the way, that's the only way I know how to describe them. Anyway, she liked me. Oh, she really liked me. But you see, the problem about her liking me was that my best friend at the time really, really liked her. Like, two of my best friends. Because one's name was, let's come up with a name, Jason, and the other was Casey. Oh, wow, I came up with those names really quick. Anyway, Jason and Casey both liked her. And then you get me, who didn't like anyone at the time. I sort of liked her, but not really. Anyway, we flirt, not really flirting, but sort of flirting. She complimented me a lot. And then my friend asked her out. She said no. My other friend asked her out. She said no. yeah, there's so many people asked out. She was like one of the most liked girls. Yeah, and then end of the year, she comes to my mom. No, she tells we were going to this. So all the top achievers of the year were going to this place called iJump, has a bunch of trampolines, and we were gonna go there for the day. So she was one of the top achievers, and so was my best friend Jared. You know Jared, of course you do. He's in so many of my videos. Yeah, Jared. I was with Jared. He was also a top achiever. Yeah, and so yeah, we went to this place, and we all just jumped, and then like she was also flirting a lot with me. I was flirting a tiny bit back, but not really that much. And yeah, so when we came back, oh, this is where it gets a little bit interesting. When we came back, um, I she I went to the chess club with my friends because I think it was the room where we did chess. That's all I remember. And she wait, what did I name her again? I forgot what was her name? Olivia. Okay, so Olivia was with everyone else, and out of nowhere, she just tells them. I wasn't there for this, but she tells them that she likes me, and then the one friend, we'll call him. Let's just call him a letter. Let's call him Jay. So Jay he walks up to me and he says, "Do you like Olivia?" And I say, "Yeah, a little bit." And he says, "Okay, cause she likes you." And I'm like, okay. And then for the next like 10 minutes until the school was gonna end, I was like stressing. Oh shoot! Now what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen after she? Oh no! I was like, I was so worried. Yeah, and then after school, we didn't say anything about it. We saw each other again to pick up our bags. We didn't say anything about it. We just gave a hug and said goodbye. This was supposed to be the last time we were ever gonna see each other. Yeah, and then I went home, and then I went to her number, and I started texting her, "Hey, about all that stuff that Tawfiq, no, that's not his name. Uh, about all that stuff that Jay said. About all that stuff that Jay said. Was it true?" And then she's like, "Yeah, it was." And I'm like, "Is it true that?" Then she said, "Is it true that you like me too?" And out of nowhere, my feelings for her multiplied by like 100. Oh my gosh, it just multiplied. At that exact moment, I'm like, yeah, I really like you. And I did. And then we started talking, and it was like a lot. Every day we would talk for hours and hours. And then eventually we reached New Year's Day. And then on the 1st of January at midnight, I asked her if she wants to be my girlfriend. She said yes, and then we dated for 17 days. Yeah, disappointing. All of that just for 17 days. Yeah, very sad. Yeah, and we're in 2020. What a great start to the year. My first girlfriend breaks up with me. Oh, that really isn't a great start to my year. Anyway, Goodbye, Olivia. Hello, Isabella. That's the name that came up on my Google. Hello, Sophia. So Sophia I was in grade 8. I just started grade 8, and this girl, we were in this assembly before school even started. We had our first, it was orientation day, and she sat in front of me on orientation day. So we had like rows and rows of chairs. She just happened to sit in front of me. I'm like, oh, and I was thinking, oh, she's pretty. Is her sitting in front of me foreshadowing something? And I'm like, because I like her. I started, and I had a crush on her, and it was chill. Nothing really happened until. Oh wait, no. Oh, I'm telling the story wrong. So she's Isabella, right? And then I'm also, at the same time, I like this girl named. Let's give her a name. Mia. So Mia and I were already close friends in primary school, and well, not really close. We knew about each other. I liked her. She was very pretty, very very good looking, very attractive. Yeah, I liked her. And then we never, no one ever really did anything. It was new, high school. Couldn't really, yeah, everyone was trying to focus on school. Then boom, Corona. Boom. There's a huge virus everywhere. You have to quarantine immediately. Your whole life is just on lockdown. And then I decided to start texting people, and me and Mia would call every day. And eventually I told her I like her. She liked me back. It was very cute. We never dated or anything. We just liked each other. That was it. No relationship. Then we stopped talking to each other, me and I. And then what did I name this girl? Isabella, right? Okay, Isabella. I started talking to Isabella, and then out of nowhere, my brain just decides, hey, tell this girl you like her. Then I'm like, hey, I like you. Oh, that's how I remember the conversation going. Like, it was this whole dramatic conversation about, oh, I know I like this girl, and I don't know how to tell her. It was all like almost like subliminal messaging. Like, we both wanted each other. And then I said I like her, and then she liked this other boy, not me, this other boy. Very disappointed, very sad. Eventually, we started talking more and more, and then she grew to like me. I'm not proud of this, but I sort of manipulated her, and I manipulated her into liking me. Yeah. This is one of the most dramatic stories ever. I don't wanna, speak about it too long. But yeah, we talked. We never, we always, we really liked each other. And then her parent, her dad. Oh, okay. The thing about her is that her parents didn't allow her to talk to boys, to even talk to boys, let alone date. So we never dated, but we talked so much, and we were basically dating. But yeah. And then, yeah, date. I mean, not dating. Talk. Then her parents found out. Oh, and then they just blocked me on WhatsApp. I could not talk to on WhatsApp. Yeah, so then I had no contact with her. It was gone. She was just gone. No, wait, that's not how it went. This is not how it went. I'm lying. Okay, she got banned from her phone for like a week, couldn't talk, and then she said, oh, and when she came back, she said, oh, my parents found out, blah, blah. Then we continued talking. I'm not proud of this, but we continued talking even though she got into trouble, and I brought up, hey, we should stop talking, or something, or you're gonna get into trouble. But then then I immediately says, but we don't have to if you don't want to. Anyway, um, so yeah, we talked, and then eventually, boom, calls again. But this time's interesting. Her dad phones me, says, "Hey, what are you doing?" He starts shouting at me. He says, "Hey, what are you doing talking to my daughter?" Uh, and then I just stopped talking to her. I blocked her. So she couldn't talk to me. She blocked me, I'm pretty sure. And we just never talked. And then, you see, I was a big TikTok boy. I used to make edits and post them on TikTok. And then, out of the blue, she just messages me on TikTok, because you can directly message people on TikTok. And that is... wow. Yeah. Yeah, we just started having our conversations there. And by this time, we started using the L word. I L word you. I love you. I love you. Yeah. And then, boom, her dad phones again. After about 3 months, her dad phones again. Oh, by the way, all of this took place in about, 6 months of quarantine. So we had nothing else to do but talk to each other. And boom, her dad phones again. But this time, I've learned my mistake. I've learned my lesson. This time, I don't answer. I answer the phone, and then I give it to my mom. I don't know why I did this. It was so dumb. But then our parents started fighting. My mom was on my side, saying, "Oh, but it's bad to. But they should have a relationship. It's cute. It's just puppy love." And then her dad's like, no talking to boys at all. She needs to focus on her school. Yeah, they're both right in their own way. Yeah, and then we stopped talking, and then the next time I saw her was when I went back to school. And the first time I actually saw her in school, it was the most awkward thing ever. Because I was walking down the stairs with her friends, because her friends are my friends as well. And I was walking down with her friends, and then she's walking up the stairs, and then the friendships collide. Her friends start talking to her. I wave, we were so close to each other. It was like a meetup, but social distancing, and I just said hi. She never said hi back. I'm like, oh shoot, this girl. Oh, this girl is so mad. Damn. Wait, was that bleeping sound even there? I think the bleeping sound was there. I don't know. I'm not sure which mic I'm using. I hope I'm using the right mic, by the way. This isn't going through editing or anything. I'm just gonna post it to keep it fresh. Also, this has been inspired by Hey and Stuff, by Wilbur Anyway, back to the story. So, then I did some stupid things. I started writing letters to her. I wrote a letter, and then I didn't get a reply. And I wrote another letter, sent it with my friend, got rejected. And then I wrote another letter, put it on her desk. So I'm like, you better see this. I'm making sure she sees it. It was like a puzzle, though. I drew a picture of her. I wanted to send it like I did these portrait sort of things in class, where I would look at someone and then just draw them. Yeah. And then yada yada yada. Letters. She didn't answer any of them. Boom. And then last day of school comes, didn't get a letter. I was kind of expecting one. Anyways, yeah. Relationship over. I recently just got into contact with her, but we haven't. Yeah. I haven't talked. Okay, now to this year. I'm not sure if I want to do this year. I'll do it anyway. Anyway, no, it's a very short story this year. So I like this girl. We'll name her Charlotte. Okay, so Charlotte, I really liked her. I messaged her during a Zoom meeting because I'm in online school now. I messaged her during a Zoom meeting. I said, "Hey, are you single?" Yeah, the thing I did this year was I regret it now. Actually, I don't regret it. It helped me get a girlfriend. But I messaged everyone, boys, no matter the gender, boys or girls. I said, "Hey, are you single?" I stopped doing it once a girl thought that I actually liked her. I realized I could hurt people by doing this, so I stopped. Anyway, I asked this girl that I liked, "Hey, you single?" What was it? What was her name again? Charlotte. And so she likes a lot of the same things as me, and she's very good looking. Yeah, I really liked her, but eventually, I'm pretty sure the date was out of pity. No, I asked her to go on a date in Roblox, and she said, "Yeah, sure," but don't think she was ever gonna do it. I'm pretty sure it was out of pity. And yeah. Then, this part's a bit interesting. I was at my cousin's house, and in this 10 minutes that I called off, so I call her my girlfriend, but yeah, she wasn't really. But just to make it sound more interesting, I basically had 2 girlfriends in 10 minutes. Because I liked another girl. My brain was like, okay, you've been rejected too many times, have a backup so that it's not as hard. And I like this girl. We'll call her Sophia. There's another name. And I really like this girl. She's very fun, and oh, she's just amazing. I'm dating her now. But after I found out, I thought I found out, I'm not sure if it's pity. I'm pretty sure it was pity. I'm 90% sure it was pity. 99 in fact. And after I found out it was pity, I'm like, then this girl said, "Hey, I like you." No. This is a good story. Do not neglect this story. So I no. So I have this friend, right? We were talking about, let's name him James. So me and James were talking. He said he liked this. I told him I like this girl. Her name is Sophia. And then he's like, "Okay, why don't you tell her you like her?" And I'm like, "Bro, I'm scared because rejection." And then he's like, "Don't tell her, trust me." But I didn't tell her, but he told her. He told Sophia, "Hey, this guy likes you." And then turns out she likes me back. Oh, thank you so much, James. I think that's what I named you. Thank you so much, James. I would not have been able to talk to this girl if it wasn't for you. Then, yeah, fell in love again. This always happens, man. I can't stop falling in love. Yeah, so I'm currently in love with this girl, Sophia, and talk every day. She's amazing. Yeah. Too bad we live 3 hours away from each other. Anyways, thanks for listening. Bye bye!